Okay, I'm so excited. I was expecting this package yesterday, but it's here. I'm so happy. All right, let's get into this. I wanted to obviously do an unboxing with you today, but I also wanted to be able to give you some tips at the same time. By the way, I had another cup of coffee this afternoon. I was tired, but I don't know if that was the best idea right before having to do a video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley and I am a reseller. I make a full-time living on a part-time schedule, especially right now. I've had to take care of my kids a lot being home during the whole COVID-19. And today we are gonna do an unboxing, but at the same time, like I said, I wanted to be able to give you some tips with reselling in regards to this beautiful package. So let's get started. I thought at first I was gonna need to get scissors, but nope. It just has a cool little pull thing. Sorry. I have been wanting this forever. Okay. It's a MacBook Pro. Oh, well now I really do need like a knife or scissors. Oh wait, oh, nope. Hey. They think of all the right things. Okay. So obviously I got a laptop and I'm super thrilled about it. So the main reason why I decided to get this and get this now, like I said, it's been one of those items that I've wanted to get for my business for quite some time. But I have a computer, I've got a desktop, and it's worked perfectly for me. I haven't needed a laptop. But because of COVID-19, because my kids are home, because they're doing schoolwork, the way that my office is set up is like my back is to the family room where my kids are. And it's basically equivalent to when I get on the phone. You know, like your kids are fine, they're totally doing their own thing, and then you get on the phone and it's like screaming, yelling, all this different stuff they know they're not supposed to do suddenly happens right in that moment. I feel like that occurs when I sit down to do work. It's like my back is to them and suddenly they think, oh, I can do whatever I want. So the distractions are crazy. So the biggest reason why I got this is mobility. I wanted to be able to work with my kids while they're doing their schoolwork, be at the coffee table, be outside if they're playing outside, and just still be able to continue to get work done. But I wanted to give you 3 tips today, or not tips, but 3 things that I personally love to do that works extremely well with my business on a computer rather than my cell phone, which is where I do like my photography and stuff like that. But let's open this up. Ooh, this is like taking forever. Okay, it's so pretty. You don't even get to see. Hold on. I also have like piles of dirty clothes around me. Oh, you can still see. Perfect. I hope that doesn't like fall over. In this light, my hair looks extremely red. I am so ready to get my hair done again. I don't know about any of you, but I am so ready. So inside, you've got the charger, the plug, and something else that I actually found is the new one now. Apparently, like these plugs are not the same as like the standard USBs. So I have, should be here actually today. I have an adapter that's gonna plug in so that way I can like plug in my phone if I want to, or dude, what was assuming out there? Anything that has a USB, be able to still plug it into this computer. So the first thing that I personally love to do on a computer rather than my cell phone is offers to watchers and offers to likers. So on eBay, you have the option to do offers to watchers, and on Poshmark, you've got offers to likers. So when I'm doing offers to watchers, one of the things that I have noticed is if I'm on my phone and I'm working on the eBay app, it might say, hey, you've got 3 items that are eligible for an offer. So you can do one and you've got to do them individually. But then if I were to go onto the computer and see the dashboard that eBay has that you can see on the computer's app or desktop version versus the app, it will say sometimes like you have 10 that is eligible and available. So I have learned, number one, that there's more offers out there that I can't see on my phone. And number two, I can bulk send them all an offer at once, or pick a few that I want to do like a 20% off and then do 30% off on maybe some other items I'm trying to get out. But that is a huge time saver for me, is doing that. And I more times than not do it between 5 to 7 at night, because it kind of helps. I'm on Pacific time. It helps with people who are on the East Coast to kind of get that later time frame and hopefully catch people when they're home. Well, unless you're an essential job. Everyone's kind of home right now. I should actually play around with that a little bit more. But anyways, rule of thumb has been that for me in the past. And then offers to likers, what I tend to do on Poshmarks, first I'll go into the news feed and I will filter the items that, because the news feed shows, or not, notifications, shows all the different things that people have done. Commented, they've shared, they started following you, they may have sent an offer, they may have liked your item. I filter it strictly to see likes. From there, I will hit tab. I'm gonna open this up while I'm talking. And then I will begin to open up all of the items in different tabs. Once I've done that, once I've got like 5 or 10 up, I will go ahead and send out an offer. Once the offer is sent, then I will proceed with closing that window and then going to the next one. That seems to be the quickest way. Oh, it's open. It's turning on. Oh. That seems to be the quickest way for me to do offers to likers versus trying to do it on my phone. Is a little more time consuming. So while this is loading, look how pretty it is. Oh, you can see yourself in the makeshift stage I had provided. Okay. Oh, now I've got to go through all the prompts. By the way, this mouse pad is like really big.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
The return key. Return. Okay. While that's continuing, I will proceed with my second thing that I love to do on the computer versus on my phone, and that is sharing and relisting. So sharing obviously is one of the features that you can do on Poshmark. I have heard so many people do different things. They've tried it on their iPad, they've tried it on their phone, they've tried it on the Safari on their phone, they've tried it on a computer. And I personally just find that I can do it a heck of a lot better on the computer.
OS contains a built-in screen reader
Yes.
called VoiceOver.
Yes, I live in the United States. Okay, we're just gonna stick to here right now, and then I'm gonna get it all together and I can show you it later. But I'm so happy that I have this. Again, the mobility factor, I am just so excited, especially once coffee shops start to open up again. I sometimes just like to have a change in space, and I would love to be able to go to coffee shops and still work on things. Not everything can be done on the phones, particularly now that I have really streamed my processes and I'm starting to do a lot more with a short amount of time. Computers, they're just the most easiest way to continue with my reselling business. The other portion to number 2 is the relisting factor. So there is a way. I tend to take a look, filter it, and see what are the items that have been up the longest on eBay, which is kind of nice because I have evolved my descriptions. I know a lot more of how to describe things. And so sometimes when I'm going into those really old listings, I begin to realize like, oh, I can actually describe this item a lot better than what I had before, or find better keywords to be able to do that, or I just really should drop the price on this item. And shipping, I've learned so much about shipping now that I've been able to look at not discounting, but just making it a lot more of an accurate cost to ship an item. So that tends to be something that is beneficial if I look at the older items, and then I'll take like 5 or 10 of those and I will end them. It puts it in this other portion of eBay. I think it's either drafts or unsold. I'll show you hopefully here, you guys. I apologize if I don't. And when you go to that section, it'll show you all the items that you just ended. So the beautiful thing about being on the computer is that you can bulk list all those items. But here's the key. You can't just relist the item. You've ended that item. You have to click on the button that says sell similar. There's the coffee. Hold on. Sell similar. Ugh. Okay, you get what I'm saying. When you click on that, it provides a completely new code on eBay. So you're kind of tricking the algorithm to think that this is a new listing, even though it's not. And the other key is when you do sell similar, oh, I almost got that. You do need to change a couple of the words, or just literally put in like a period or something in the title. It really shows that, hey, this is a new item. This is a totally new title per se, and then proceed. That for some reason causes it to be similar to what you do with Poshmark, as it's just new or just in. And that relisting factor, the bulk portion, is something that you can only do on a computer and you can't do on your phone. The last thing that I love to do is cross-listing and photo editing. Now, I'm going to actually make videos particularly about these two things because they have, oh my gosh, they have helped save me money. They've helped me streamline my processes in regards to my business. That is just a beautiful thing, but both of those are required on my computer, not on my phone. The Vendu specifically, I can take photos from my phone and like take pictures of them. And then once they're edited, I can upload them to Vendu, but you can't list on Vendu when you're on your phone. At least it is the case right now. I wonder if that'll be different in the future, but at the moment it is not an app. Vendu is not an app. It's a program that you can use on a website. It's amazing though. It has saved me a ton of money, which is why this bad boy needs to be my best friend. And I've actually tried to do Vendu on my iPad and it's okay, but A, I've got an old iPad. B, my keyboard sucks. So it just, the whole upgrading thing needed to happen. And my business bought this, so I was super happy that I finally got to a place that I could buy this. This is the latest version, so I don't know. Oh, and then bonus is I'm gonna tell you, I got, obviously, as I stated, the MacBook Pro. So a couple things about this computer. Oh, hold on. It's got some like little buttons that lit up right there. And all you can see my mess in my mouth. That's kind of crazy. See that? That bar was black before. It'll be so fun to see all the different like updates that, not updates, but features that this has. I talked with, this is a great story. I talked with someone at Apple, clearly because we can't go in the stores right now. And I personally was looking at the specs of both and I was like, okay, what's the differences between the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro? Because for me, then I didn't really see a whole lot of differences. I was like, what? I don't really understand. And he said, great customer service, by the way. He says, well, you know what, if I was to try to explain the specs to you, that might not give you the exact results that what you're looking for. The best way to do this is for you to tell me your needs for your laptop, and I will be able to give you the best recommendation on that. And I'm like, bravo. He was taught good customer service. He understood that very well. And so I explained kind of the different things that I wanted to be able to do on this computer. And he ended up stating that if you're gonna be doing video editing and different things like that, which you're here, you're on YouTube, you're watching this video, you can thank this thing. Because I needed to be able to be, again, more mobile with my kids being home full time and be able to edit videos. I wanted to be able to work and not have to be attached to a wall. So this is going to help me out so much. And the Pro helped with more memory space, as well as being able to manage when you're working with video editing systems. Likewise, the standard gigs is 128 for both the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro. I ended up choosing the 256. He said if you ever wanted to upgrade and get like Final Cut Pro or different things like that, I want to be able to have the space in this laptop to manage that. And he was saying, once you start to get into some of these editing programs, plus I take a lot of photos for my business, obviously, it can really back up your the storage and slow down your computer. I'm sure we all understand that in the 21st century of computers, but I didn't want that to happen. So I ended up choosing this, and I like the color of this one. He had mentioned the color, and I was like, you know, I shouldn't go with the standard like gray because I have kids. So very sleek, very awesome. As I stated earlier, if you are wanting to get it, you're gonna need to get the adapter. Sorry, I'm not looking at you guys. Sorry. An adapter if you want to be able to use the USB plug-in. My external hard drive is still a USB. So I needed to get the adapter for this, which should be coming in, like I said, today. Anyways, that is it for today. Let me know down below, what are some things that you do on the computer, find yourself doing, versus doing it on your phone. I know that so many of us kind of get into this business and saying it's so easy, all you need is a phone to get started and an account to start with reselling. But I've definitely found as I have evolved with my business, this is a necessity for it. I would love to hear from you guys. And as always, thank you for stopping by. I hope this wasn't too scattered. I was super excited, and having a second cup of coffee, that was not a good idea. Anyways, as always, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Don't have 2 coffees in a day, Ashley. Just don't do it. Don't do it.